How to Make the Innovation Podcast by Captain Marshall. Woman's AC, Captain Marshall speaking.
Yes, hello, Colonel Sherry here. Is that one of the subbies?
Yes, Captain Marshall.
Yes, good to speak to you, Marshal. Just ringing up to say got an absolutely cracking new job for you. We've searched through a cast of thousands to find exactly the right chap, and that chap is you. So, what I need to do is this. I need you to create something called a podcast. And in this podcast, you need to show how to make a podcast. So it's a podcast about a podcast. But I have absolute faith in you. We chose you out of thousands of different people. You're exactly the right man for the job. So crack on. Send me a version in my inbox as and when you've done it as soon as you can. Good chat.
Yeah, thank you, sir. A great way to start your research is the Innovating Pedagogy series produced by the OU. Spanning from 2012 to 2019, it explores new forms of teaching, learning and assessment for an interactive world and guides teachers and policymakers in productive innovation. The series can be found at www.open.ac.uk/blogs/innovating. Each publication contains around 10 summarised current innovations and should be a great starting block for your research. Okay, so now you've chosen the innovation you would like to explore further. Use Google to search for TED Talks and YouTube to search videos that other people have produced on the same subject. Remember, you might be exploring an innovation, but you won't be the first person to do so. Choose a bite-size, specific area to explain in depth. These are small self-contained nuggets of information, usually focused on one or two tightly defined learning objectives. It's now time to get brainstorming and come up with a concept for your video. If you're struggling, then maybe bounce some ideas off a friend or family member.
Daddy, have you been looking at genres?
What do you mean by genres, Tills?
You know. Music videos. Video games. You're not my dad. Or even for a news report.
Remember, Google is your friend. When making a podcast, planning is extremely important, and one of the most important stages of planning is creating a storyboard. A storyboard is a graphic representation of how your video will unfold, shot by shot. It's made up of a number of squares with illustrations or pictures representing each shot, with notes about what's going on in the scene and what's being said in the script. Think of it as a sort of comic book version of a script. Making a storyboard might just seem like an extra step in the process of making a video, but trust me, it's one that you won't want to miss. Here's 3 reasons why. Number 1, it's the best way to share your vision. A visual aid makes it much easier for you to share and explain your vision for the video with others. We've all had those experiences where we're trying to explain something and the other person just can't see your vision. When you have a storyboard, you can show people exactly how your video is going to be mapped out and what it will look like. This makes it indefinitely easier for other people to understand your idea. Number 2, it makes production much easier. So when you storyboard, you're effectively making a plan for your production. So you think about all the camera angles, how the visuals are going to interact with the script. And it ensures that you don't leave anything out, so you don't forget anything, and your vision stays intact all the way through the production process. And number 3, it's going to save you time. Yes, initially it will take a little bit extra time to create that storyboard, but in the long run, it'll make the production process a lot smoother, and you'll also be able to explain your vision to those around you much more effectively.
Here are Tilly's top tips.
Show me, don't tell me.
Use the storyboard as a litmus test to see if it's truly being realised.
Be cinematic.
Does your video do things that movies do? Do people, places, objects move around? Does the camera move angles? Think about all these factors when trying to make a truly cinematic video.
Make sure it's logical and coherent.
You're creating a story, so the video should look visually consistent.
From beginning to end.
Pick a theme.
And finally, pick a theme.
Now it's time to start filming, whether it be on an iPhone, an Android phone, or even perhaps a GoPro. Here are Tilly's top tips for recording media on an iPhone. On an iPhone, select Settings, Control Center, then Customize Controls. Select Screen Recording. When you swipe up, this will now appear on the bottom left of the screen. Press it once for a 3-second countdown to recording. Touch the screen for it to stop. Voice memos can be found in the extras box on your iPhone. Simply press the red button to stop and start. Bloopers will happen. Just keep recording and edit out the worst bits.
I just can't find any theory to do with podcasts.
I got to do all of the work.
I just can't find any theory to do with podcasts.
Have you been looking at pajamas, Daddy?
I just can't find any theory to do with podcasts. You said, Daddy, have you tried looking at genres?
Daddy, have you tried looking at genres?
Editing can be easy. To upload photos, videos and sounds, simply plug in your iPhone. Or select existing media from other locations. Select the videos you like and drag them into place. Deleting is usually simple. On the Mac, you can resize and split clips to your liking. Add music in a similar way to video.
Once you're finished and happy with your editing, just upload it to YouTube and you're all done. Still listening? Here's one I made earlier.